BJ from
Hey, board gamers, BJ from Board Game Gumbo here. Back in the Gumbo pot. We're taking a look at some games that Joe Magic sent us. Mark Hanny designed the one back there, Finding John Carver, and also this one's called Traders and Raiders. We want to thank Joe Magic for sending this to us. We're going to go right to the table and see what's inside the box. Basically, Jerod and I are trying to figure out which one to play first.
So we're going to open these up and then, oh man, look at that. It comes with this nifty storage case. There we go.
Storage cases that come
Get
with
out
it.
of town,
Look at
dude.
this.
What?
I recognize this bag.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it look
Similar
like the bag
style.
from the other one?
I think it is the exact same bag.
It might be the same bag. So we got the Joe Magic
is
bag.
this?
Is this
I've never seen. Have you ever seen a game come with a plastic organizer case?
No.
That's awesome.
Okay, so Traders and Raiders is a trading building monster conquest board game.
Monster Conquest?
That's a lot of mechanics there. Trading building monster conquest board game. The board game part I got. I'm not sure about the other part though.
Yeah, this one, unlike John Carr plays 2 to 5. This one actually plays 1 to 5. You can play this one solo. Oh, look at these 3D printed. These are 3D printed.
These feel like 3D
cool.
printed, huh?
They are. They definitely are 3D
Yeah,
printed.
they are 100%. Yeah.
That is cool.
Okay.
And then you got what looks like some player standees. I'm assuming we're going to get some characters. I love characters.
Okay, and a little first player coin, maybe?
Where's the instruction book?
I like
this out. So we have the Fortnite board right here. The Fortnite board.
I want to show. Isn't that a nice die? I like this die. Look at that. Thanks to our friends from Phone Brain, we have a little way to roll the die. I like this die. Good job, Joe Magic. Good looking die.
And then we've got.
I'm assuming it's a first player
characters. That is the first player starting token.
Okay, first player marker. All right.
Then we got some characters.
Wait, what's the deal with the Fortnite board? What is this?
I have no idea. I didn't look at anything about this game.
Oh, look how the artwork just pops off the screen. Look at that. Is that nice?
Oh, that is cool.
Hey, the name father, Steve O'Rourke.
Hey, hello.
Steve, we are opening up boxes. So, although if you stick around, we'll probably play Smartphone Inc. with the status update. We have never streamed the status update, so that'll be nice. We're looking at a company sent us a game.
Wow. Those are some characters right there.
Okay, so we're looking at Traders and Raiders, a trading building monster conquest board game. Yeah, that's a lot of...
These tiles just literally fall right off this thing.
They pop right out. It's so easy to pop these things out.
Every time we play games, I'm always worried when I'm opening a new game that I'm going to rip part of the tags. And this one, I can literally just pop it on the ground and then they all just fly out.
I like the artwork on these little standees.
This is...
You know, some people don't like standees. They do not bother me at all. That's fine, Steve. Just stick around. We're gonna show off all the different artwork for all the different characters that you can play. The game plays from 1 to 5 people. Wait, have you got the rule book out yet?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, let me take a look at it real quick.
Take a look. We're also gonna
Days gone by, in the endless land, there lived the secret band of the Shadow Thorn. The group of courageous warriors remained hidden for many years as they resisted the cruel rulers of the day. Those rulers wielded a dark and unnatural magic that mangled and destroyed anyone who opposed them. They harnessed a strange ancient artifact called a Madstone and dealt out unprecedented terror and death. Now the Shadowthorn, a legend, and the evil magic wielders are vanquished. The only threat is the occasional raids from creatures who lurk close to the villages in dark caverns. I'm sensing a game. That's the game. Traders of the land, equipped with powerful weapons and potions, now are the people's best hope for protection and needed goods. These merchant warriors build trade routes and stop monster raids and will undoubtedly lead the land to impressive prosperity. Okay, so I'm getting the idea of the game. We're going to be building out routes, right, around a fantasy map, trading goods, and using those goods to punch monsters in the throat for points. What do you think?
That seems like a pretty good guess. Like pretty solid guess.
I'm thinking. Yeah, standees are fine. Steve says minis have ruined people for things. Minis don't make or break the game. You know what I've been really enjoying is the acrylic standees, especially if they have good looking art. We played Marvel Age of Heroes, and I can't remember the other game we played that had
Disney
this.
Sorcerer Experience?
Disney Sorcerer's Arena. And both of those have just artwork that pops with that clear acrylic, and you can really see the
Actually,
comic
if you
book
just
art.
listen to Secret Cabal, they talked about the exact same thing.
They sure did.
They were talking about
How
a
much
new Kickstarter game that they saw, and they weren't sure about the game itself, but they saw the acrylic standees, and I think Jamie mentioned the Sorcerer Apprentice game, and said they were big fans of those in replace of miniatures, you know.
Right. So we got a map, some map tiles. I'm assuming these will upgrade the map and kind of show you, you'll figure out how you're going to get more stuff, or maybe even trade stuff. That's what it looks like to me. We'll figure that out. These are more map tiles.
I had no idea. No, there's 3 different backs. So look on the back. This one is that with the buildings.
That's
buildings
the map tiles, yeah.
The blue ones are going to be, I
don't know what they are.
It's the secret of the game we just revealed.
Market tokens. They're called market tokens.
Oh, okay.
Right. Figure out what that is. And then we've got Fortnite tiles that go on the Fortnite board. Talk a little bit more about Marvel Age of Heroes. Adam was just talking about being interested in that.
Here's the problem. Do you like Lords of Waterdeep? Because if you do, then you'll probably be okay with it.
I think the game's too long. I really do.
I think it's too long.
Now, we haven't played the third scenario yet. I have heard from the Brant that was his favorite one, the one we haven't played.
From who?
The Brant, who's going to be on the show. He and Eric Summer just reviewed a thing, and it's funny. Their thoughts were exactly like ours. Like, it feels like Waterdeep, but the tension of the bad guys doing things to you, they just mess with you. There's no, clock. One of the things you like about taking on, in any comic book movie, right? There's an internal clock going on with the characters. The Spider-Man's worried about somebody destroying the universe, or right, and things are happening and moving toward that. In this particular game, that doesn't happen. You can, at some point, Jerod was watching us play, and we were just trying to score points instead of trying to take down the bads. Remember that? Mm-hmm. But the problem is that if you don't take down the baddies, you never get to the big bad. So the game can just keep going and going while people are trying to score points. So far, unfortunately, the production I absolutely adore. I love the way the villains come out randomly. The gameplay itself, it's a miss for me.
Yeah.
It's a miss. Yeah.
I just, like you said, it just felt like it lasted. It felt too long. It felt too long. In the first complete round, you're like, this is okay. This is pretty cool, We're running through stuff. We're knocking stuff out. This is pretty neat. And then as soon as you're done with the first round, you go, okay, well, we've already filled up half the board. So there's not really much we're doing there. We're just basically doing the same 3 actions over and over again, grabbing our resources, and then immediately going back on the ship. And you just do that, rinse and repeat, until somebody can finish the round. So
I just didn't feel any tension in there. I really didn't.
People say, if you played Waterdeep, you get that same exact similar. Okay, I'm just gonna pop all these.
I like these cards. These cards are super thick. I like the quality of them. They're nice. Pretty good artwork. I mean, it's nothing amazing. Looks like computer artwork. We're gonna have to figure out what all these things do, but that is the cards. And there's a big pile of these cards. There's 40 follower cards, 8 player cards, and 40 building cards.
I am currently just snaking through these sheets of resources, which, you might go, ooh, that's a lot. But they give you these really neat plastic containers to contain all your resources, and it's awesome. I'm a big fan of this.
These look like monster tokens. I'm guessing, right? And this is the shield. The shields, I guess, would be the defense that you have to beat on them.
Yep.
And then the coins are whenever you make your trades and get stuff. Coins.
That sounds like I have no idea what I'm talking about, and right.
Yep.
So
I feel like I'm right. And you're just putting these back into the little boxes?
I'm just shoving them in. I don't think those go in there. I think those go in the bags. Those 2 bags right there, or something like that. Because there are still a lot of tokens left.
I will bring it to ChuckCon if I still have it by then.
Bring what?
I'll trade it to somebody. Age of Heroes, if you guys want to try it. All right, back to these 2. This is just based on looks alone. We've looked at Finding John Carter, and we've looked at Traders and Raiders. I'm not saying I'm not interested in this one. I do want to play this one, but Finding John Carter, I like that bag building, exploration.
You're a big bag builder.
Yeah.
You are. Which is weird because we've never played Orleans, and I hear that's supposed to be one of the better ones. I've never played
multiple times. Yeah.
Why don't you own it?
Bradley has it, and he's got the expansions too. So I never thought about buying it because he had a copy. So I also owned automobiles for a while, or maybe it was planes I owned, one of the 2, and then I traded away. So, but I love Quacks. That's a good bag builder. Yeah, I did enjoy Wonderland's War. Not my kind of game, but I love the bag building. I realized that's one of the things I like is that thrill of pulling stuff out of the bags, you know. Yeah, Steve. I mean, I still want to play the last scenario before I write the review, but it's got a lot of work to do to convince me. I think Age of Heroes is a miss for me. I'm going to give it a chance. So the first scenario is just a random random comic book bad that you meet up with, and you got to defeat some random henchmen. The second one had an interesting mechanic, I thought. You're trying to defeat Magneto. To get to him, you have to go through his acolytes and through his lieutenants. And during the game, if you don't go to certain spots, Magneto will make those spots more attractive. He'll make the spot he's at harder to use, but then he'll put some little tokens out that you need to defeat some of the comic book ones. So that's possible. Yeah. Give it a miss for ChuckCon. Okay. But again, let me play the last one because the Brant played the third scenario and he said it was his favorite out of the 3. But I'll tell you, he and Eric, both of them gave it a pass. So I was actually listening to it to see if it's one of those things where I was kind of hoping they would agree with us, you know? but I was also listening to see if the Brant and Eric said some things that I was like, oh, well, I missed out on that. But they said the exact things that I thought. The game was too long. There didn't seem to be any tension in the way the baddies attack you, and it felt very rinse and repeat. Just do the same thing. At one point, Eric said that they had gotten through they had finally finished the first set of bads, the henchmen, and they looked at he and whoever he was playing with looked at each other and went, "Oh my God, we got to do all this all over again." And there's no difference.
No.
Once the board, especially Steve, once the board gets built out, there's really nothing for you to do at that point, but just either focus on scoring points or focus on taking down the big guy. Okay. If you want the game to end, you gotta get the you gotta defeat the big comic book guy.
Yeah,
what else? This I know you see. You're liking this part already. I can tell.
I don't know what to do with all this resources.
There's even more. Oh look, there's some in the corner.
Yeah, there's not even enough space in this box.
I can open up the. Can you hand that to me? Look at this.
I think
is this wrapped up?
Yeah.
Now, you know what's interesting about these Joe Magic games. If I remember right, Mark said that he basically orders these on demand. So he designs the games, and then instead of keeping stock, you order the game, he has it printed, and he has it shipped to you. So they do have a Game Crafter feel, but like the upgraded Game Crafter, like not the prototype stuff. This looks like the real, like if you're producing your game from the Game Crafter. All right, so this is a picture of the board, very glossy. I mean, basic artwork, right?
As far as like...
It's like just a background with stuff on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. As far as the art goes, the other board, or the other one looked better art-wise.
This one is kind of very generic, right?
But, you know, it seems interesting enough.
It's very generic art. But, that being said, It's very, I mean, already I can see the iconography is super easy to understand. Like, you know, you understand what all the resources are, what the trading mechanism is. It's easy to see what's where on the board, where the monsters are going to be, where the merchants' tents are going to be. You almost don't even need a rule book. You can kind of figure out the game just from looking at some of the actions here. But they got all the actions at the top with what happens during each one of them. Moving people around, trading, building out markets, recruiting more heroes. I'm not sure what the collect part but is, and rescuing. So going out there and rescuing people. I don't know what the Fortnite is. That's going to be interesting. So there's some interesting mechanics here to see.
Yeah, there's a whole board, Fortnite board. I have no clue what that does.
It doesn't look like a video game, so I don't think it has anything to do with the Fortnite video game. Oh, I didn't see these tiles. What are these?
Okay, these ones are starting to feel like resources, where the other ones are starting to feel like collectibles.
These are weapons tiles? Oh,
is there an extra
wow.
bag? There is an extra bag.
Yeah, I do
Let's
like
do
this.
this. Let's put on
Yeah,
these
yeah.
ones. These ones feel like resources.
Or less. Yeah, instead of Orleans. That's right. Orleans. Or less. So I do like this, though.
Do you have small bags?
Oh, yeah, I got one of these. Do you want smaller ones?
Yeah, so all of them have like kind of a limited supply, except for this wheat, this wood,
I am showing off some of the weapons that you can use in
the
the
wheat
game.
and the wood. So I'm thinking that these are probably the common resources. Everything else is going to be gathered.
The Tornado Mace. Oh, I like. Some cool names. Lightning Helm. And Storm Gauntlets. And then kind of a one with a different back. Isn't that strange? The Wind Sword.
Might be for a certain character that's specifically there.
Probably so, yeah. The Wind Sword. Okay. And that is everything you get in the box of Traders and Raiders.
Is there one more bag? No.
Traders and Raiders, that's everything inside of the box from Joe Magic Games. I want to thank Joe Magic Games and designer Mark Hanny for sending this game and also sending Finding John Carter. Between the two, Jerod, which is the one you'd want to play first?
No idea.
All right, well, I've already decided. Finding John Carter is the one I'd want to play first. But I am interested in Traders and Raiders because I like what I see on the board and how I like the way how easy it is to see what the actions are. So I am curious. Until next time, for Jerod, it's BJ. Laissez le bon temps rouler.